Brewster. We all go a little mad sometimes.
You won, and I died!
I'm feeling woozy, yeah! They're coming to get you, Barbara.
How's it hanging, Phil?
What's the front time, bitch?
Come and get it! So either put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye.
Let's get this party started.
I agree, Dana. Let's get this party started. So, welcome back to SledgeHammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge,
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
and let's talk horror. So,
Let's talk Evil Dead.
yes, we are here with two not only amazing content creators, but very good personal friends of ours. Very lucky and blessed to have them in our lives. First off, we have the amazing Haden Baker. What is going on, Haden?
What is going on, guys? It is finally nice to get to talk to you, Miss Ashley.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited.
Love the
Me
hat
too.
and the shirt, man.
Looks good.
Oh, yeah, I had to.
Dressing snazzy today, man. I love it. Also, another beautiful friend of the channel, and the first time that they've been working with Ashley as well, the amazing Mike Harlow. Mike, how you doing today, man?
Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you, but I'm also just fangirling that I get to meet the beautiful Mrs. Sledge.
Aw, thank you. No, I'm excited to be talking to you guys about Evil Dead.
This is something we've been waiting a long time for. I've been communicating with these guys for like the last week, like leading up to this, like how excited we all are. So before we start the actual countdown, catch up on the chat. Ryan is here, and he's already been putting your guys' links in the chat. So if you're not, please go and subscribe to these amazing creators.
Yes, and thank you, Ryan.
Yes, thank you. You are the man. What is up, Chester?
Hey, Chester.
I think this is going to be fun. It's going to be fun talking about burns. After talking to these guys, it's going to be fun. It is Cam's birthday today. Happy birthday, young man.
Hey. Happy birthday.
We love you, and I hope you are having a perfect day, man.
Yes.
Everybody's talking to each other. I love it. What is up? Let's smash that like button and get this party started. Let's do this. Yes, for Cam's birthday, everybody go subscribe to his channel.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
He's an amazing young man.
He is.
There better not be. I turned ads off for this one. What's up, Paula? Will you sing to me? I would, but we would lose everybody in here. Everybody would just leave. What is going on, Marjorie? Thank you for coming in. What is up, Motionless?
Motionless.
The grammar character. We'll dive into that for sure. How are you guys, by the way? I hope I get a job hey, that'd be awesome, man.
Be cool.
I hope you get a job out there too.
Yeah, I wonder if they give away, like, if you work there, if they give you like a poster.
Yes.
That would be a cool perk to work at the movie theater.
I just want to say real quick, y'all see me on my phone. I got my notes on my phone, so I'm not like...
Yeah, you're
good.
You're
fine, dude.
That's all it is.
Dude, like, I don't ever sweat anything like that, man. I never know. What if something's going on in your family and you gotta fucking get your phone? Like, dude, the last thing I would ever feel is mad.
Right.
It's so much worse, Ken. He's like, I have my notes. You're like, yes, but what if your family?
I know.
You always go to the
Worst case scenario.
about everything.
Chris, you and I gotta have a talk about this Evil Dead being in last place, man. I'll be over tonight. What's up, Dylan?
Dylan.
No, we very mild spoilers on Evil Dead Burn.
Yeah.
Because it's so fresh. We won't go into plot points or anything like that, but we'll just talk about
just very vague.
Vague. Yes. Very, very vague. So let's get this party started. We're going to start going from last place up to first place. And we're not doing Ash vs. the Evil Dead. What I would like to do with these gentlemen is have like a season breakdown of Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Like, we'll all watch season 1, and then we'll just do a breakdown of our favorite moments, least favorite moments throughout the
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I need to.
Oh, dude.
How many is there?
Mike,
3?
you gotta watch it.
Is there 3?
Yes, there's 3. And I'll tell you this, Mike, you are going to be very upset at the end.
Literally. It puts you on a cliffhanger, and then it's just like, oh, we're done, and we're never gonna do anything else with this. And I literally was very upset.
Yes,
so.
we were.
If you were mad.
in my opinion, like the show, even though it does end like on a cliffhanger and you don't get any resolution with it, it's still, I think it's
Yeah.
worth it just to watch it because I don't think there's a bad episode in the whole show.
We literally binged the like 3 seasons and
Well, we watched the first 2 as they were coming
and then
out,
we lost
and then we lost that channel,
yeah.
and we didn't even realize season 3 came out. So we were like, fuck. So we
binged
rewatched it.
like in a weekend.
Yeah, just so we could see what happened in season 3 and be caught up.
Yeah.
Within the Woods does not count. We are not doing Within the Woods either. We are just doing the 6 main ones in the franchise. So starting off for me at number 6. Now, something I want to preface this with. My least favorite Evil Dead movie is still better than most movies in other franchises.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think there's a bad movie in
Yeah.
this franchise, to be honest.
So-
even the show, I loved it.
Yeah. So when I say that this is my least favorite, what I mean is it's like an 8 out of 10. Like
Yeah.
it's still amazing. And it's the OG. It is the Evil Dead. I appreciate what the franchise was built on with this first movie, but even Sam Raimi wanted to fix a lot of what he did in the first movie. That's why
That's what he
Evil
did.
Dead 2 is essentially
Yeah.
a remake of the Evil Dead. I don't like Bruce's character in this movie. I think he's a weenie
He is.
in this movie.
He doesn't come
um,
into himself yet.
Yeah, a lot of the he what?
He doesn't come into shut
Hey,
Uh,
yo.
up. Yo.
Ooh, baby.
Phrasing.
That doesn't happen until part 3 that he comes into
Right.
himself.
So
I must have missed that one.
yeah, a lot of what we're seeing in part 1, the side acting isn't that great, but I love a lot of like the card scene where she's looking out the window and she's telling her the cards, and then she turns around and you see it. I love the pencil stab and then seeing it come up. Like those type of effects really, I think, hold up to me. So even though, like I said, it's a lot of people have this as their favorite.
Yeah.
For me, not so much. So The Evil Dead is my least favorite in the franchise.
Okay. Coming in at number 6 for me is actually Army of Darkness. And I don't care, you can be mad at me. I like this movie, but I don't think it like the other movies have a mixture of horror and like dark comedy, and I feel like this one is just comedy. Like there's no horror into it. So that's kind of why it's my least favorite. I do love it. It's funny. We get a lot of the iconic lines. I
So would
think
you
that,
still say that like you love this movie? It's just your least favorite? Or is
Yeah.
this movie?
I
Okay.
still love this movie. I don't hate this movie. Like I said, I don't hate any of them in the franchise at all. I would still watch it, but this is something that I'm gonna put on to like laugh. Like it doesn't have really any of the horror elements. It's more like an adventure comedy type movie.
So in your opinion, Army of Darkness is the last place.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else have an opinion I don't give a fuck about?
You care. You know, I know you care because you asked my opinion.
All right. Haden, you want to give us your number 6?
So this is a pretty hot take. My number 6, and just like y'all said, it's not a bad movie. I would give this a 3 out of 5 or like a 7 out of 10. But my number 6 is going to be Evil Dead 2. And it is only because that I truly think I would watch this one before I would watch the first one. But this one has that really odd mix of humor and horror. And I think that it does great with the humor and great with the horror. I just don't like, I feel it's almost like Hard Eyes to me. It's just, it doesn't know what it wants to be yet. And so I feel that we see a lot of what Sam Raimi was trying to create with his style. He's really getting into his own style, but I don't think he blended it very well in this one. And it just doesn't work for me the way it works for others.
Which is,
Okay. I mean,
like I said, if we all felt the same way, this would be boring.
definitely a hot take, yeah.
Having said,
But I mean, everybody has.
Having
their own-
said that, why do you hate fun?
Yeah, literally.
having said that,
Yeah.
You are fucking grounded, mister.
so what about you, Mike? What's number 6 for you?
Okay, I might have an even hotter take. I don't want to rain on anyone's parade here, but a distant last place, a mile down the road last place, Evil Dead Burn.
Oh,
Really? Okay.
I don't want to rain on anyone's parade. I don't want to be a downer. I hated this. I hated it.
Really?
Wow.
Totally fair. Like I said, like it's one of those things where if we all agreed, there'd be no reason to do this.
Yeah.
You know, I love
That's the
hearing the
cool
hot
thing about
takes.
Evil Dead,
Yeah.
though, is that everyone has a totally different ranking. It's not like
Yeah.
Halloween or Scream, where there's always sort of the same ones at the top and
I
the bottom.
think
but-
this franchise there is at least one movie for everybody. Like I could see this
Yeah.
being the most diverse in the rankings you'll get from anybody.
to me, Burn sort of
Mhm.
felt like
Yes.
a bad remake of 2013. It was just
Mhm.
it was just nothing. And the moment that I am elected Emperor of the World, I am banning CGI in horror movies.
Yes.
CGI is incompatible with Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that CGI, like, it can be good for a movie like this, but it's not. You can't create. I'm trying to say this as spoiler free as possible. If you enhance your practical effects with it, it's fine. To use it as its own standalone thing, so noticeable, especially in a movie like this,
Mhm.
where it's so practical in a franchise where everything is built on practicality. I do want to say we have Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 2, and Evil Dead Burn as these guys' last places so far.
Well, I guess I'll go fuck myself then.
Yeah.
I love your
Um,
anime.
All right, we'll catch up on the chat real quick. I'm loving this. This is awesome. My least favorite is Evil Dead 2. Damn it. What's up, Em? Nice to see you,
I
love.
think Cody had that in last place too. I watched his ranking.
Who did?
Cody Leach, I think.
Oh, he had
really?
Evil Dead 2 last.
I think so. Don't quote me on it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
I thought he
Well,
liked that
since Cody had that in last place, I told people I wouldn't do this, but I found Cody's diary. And this is what it said in Cody's diary.
Dear Diary, sometimes I just gaze at Ken's ass for hours and hours. It's just so beautiful. I can't help but get lost in it.
I mean, I do the same thing though. So
one.
Touche. Yes, please subscribe to Em. She's absolutely amazing. Love her to death. I don't love Army of Darkness, but I do like it
Yeah.
with Haden. Yep, she's with you, Haden, on Evil Dead 2. 2013 is my favorite. Hell yeah, Anthony. Army of Darkness is my favorite in the franchise. See, look at it. This is so awesome.
Mhm.
Like, just the variety we've already gotten, and everybody's only given one title so far, and not one person has been the same yet. This is so fucking cool.
there are so many things. I don't want to get into spoilers or anything, but it's so true what you said that there were moments where it'll be something in Burns. It'll be like a practical effect, and it looks great, and then they cut to a CGI effect, and it's
Yes.
horrible. I just felt like it was this generic grayscale nothingness, nothing creative, and you have all this lore that's so much more interesting than what they've done with these last couple movies. I'm like, make a movie about that.
Yeah.
Which
But
I'm
we'll
sure
talk
the
about
show
it here in a little bit for sure. Something I do want to say here. Thank you, Jerry. Been a member for 20 months, almost 2
Thanks,
years.
Jerry.
We love you, Jerry. Thank you, buddy. Couldn't agree more. All right, so now we are up to number 5, and you are going to start us off with that one, love.
Okay, my number 5 is the OG Evil Dead. Kind of like you said, they literally did this on like a shoestring budget. I think like their family and friends
Gotta
like
respect it,
raised,
you
you know,
know?
money to make this movie, and they were still in college. Like, and look what this movie did for this franchise. Like, you can't hate this movie. Like you also said, you know, Ash, he's kind of a weenie, and he like doesn't really want to help his friends, and he just kind of sits there and is scared. So you don't really get like the charismatic
One-liner.
yeah, you don't really get him in this
Boomstick
movie.
toting.
Yeah, like he does come into his own in 2 for sure, with his like little one-liners and his, you know, the comedy that he throws out, and I think that's why 2 is loved more than 1, in my opinion. But yeah, you can't hate this movie because it did so much for horror in general.
This just proves that even, you know, as early as this movie, 1980, I believe this movie was, indie horror has owned.
Yeah.
You know, great ideas have always come from indie horror writers.
And Sam Raimi
Mhm.
still like his cool, like going through the woods.
Yes, and those shots are still used in Burn.
Just the way he did that on a bicycle, like just the stuff that he was able to do back then. Yeah, and like you said, he did it in Burn, he did it in Rise. Like he has these cool, like he really has like a good eye for like.
Well, he's just a producer in Rise and Burn, but I'm sure they got a lot of influence.
Like you know how it goes through the woods, they do that in Rise.
Right. So a lot of his influence, and like Ashley said, we always thought that was cool watching the commentary on the Evil Dead and that ending scene where it comes down and it goes through the house and it goes and it gets. He rode a bike with a camera on it. Like that is so sick. For like his commitment to the craft to be able to do something like that is absolutely awesome. So Evil Dead at number 5 for Ash. What about you, Hayden? What's your number 5?
So my number 5 is also I think it's pretty mild take, but it is Evil Dead Rise. I think that Evil Dead Rise, it was really disappointing to me. It was the first huge swing and a miss for me. I hated it when it first came out. Now I've grown to like it, but not love it. I think it is mean as hell, which I love. I think that the fact that they give you this different setting and it's in a high rise. I love the title sequence, by the way, the Evil Dead Rise, and it comes, dude, that is the cleanest title sequence I think I've ever seen. But I don't care for the mom. I don't care for any of the characters. So even though it was mean as hell, it didn't matter because I didn't care for any of them. Also, I think that they are the most Evil Dead Burn gives it a run for its money, but I think that it's probably the stupidest group of characters we have in the entire franchise.
That I will definitely give you. 100%.
Even though they're kids, I think that they're stupid.
I think a lot of kids are. I have an 18-year-old. I think a lot of kids are stupid.
Yeah. I'm stupid and I'm 22.
We all were.
Yeah, we were all there. What about you, Mike? What's number 5 for you?
I guess this is our first agreement so far. I also have Evil Dead Rise. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it when it came out. Let me say, Evil Dead Burn gave me a new appreciation for Rise because I feel like at least in Rise, the things that are good in it are really good. Like the main actress, incredible. Certain scenes, really good. The opening, amazing.
The
so,
gore.
and I heard Bruce, I was interested, what does Bruce Campbell think of these newer movies? And I heard him say this is like corporate Evil Dead. I completely agree with that. But I thought that was sort of the better iteration of the corporate Evil Dead era.
Sure. Well, we're 3 for 3 here. Ash is the only lone star on this one because I also have Evil Dead Rise at number 5. Unlike everybody else, though, I do dig this movie. I think there's a lot of this movie that is very fun. Kind of pissed me off a little bit, though, when I first seen it because, and this has been documented since I was a kid, the very first fan fiction I ever wrote is an Evil Dead 2 sequel that takes place 40 years after the events of Evil Dead 2 when Ash never came back from the past. And in this new one, it was Professor Nobi's son, who we didn't meet in Evil Dead 2. He's also a college professor, and he's trying to find all the volumes of the Necronomicon to see what happened to his dad. Because we've seen what happened to Mrs. Nobi. Obviously, who's in my fruit cellar? But we never saw what happened to Professor Nobi. So maybe did he go to a different time, like Ash did? Maybe. So his son was looking for him with the 3 different volumes of the Necronomicon. So when I saw this one had the 3 books, I was like, "Fuck!" Now people are going to think I'm fighting this idea. Like, I'm going to make that someday. But
I want to read that.
There were things that I really did enjoy about Evil Dead Rise. Why is her name escaping me? Alyssa Sutherland. I think she's amazing.
I love her.
I loved the little girl, like how she had the stick.
Yeah.
Like I thought she was
Daphne.
great. I loved, Daphne. That's what it was. I love that we continued our Evil Dead Nightmare on Elm Street mashups with this movie, with Evil Dead Rise. I thought that was really cool. So like I said, there was a lot that I liked about Evil Dead Rise, but there was just nothing too memorable. I thought they had some great ideas, like the big monster thing at the end that didn't look the best. I wasn't a big fan of how that looked. But overall, I think it had good ideas. The execution just wasn't there. But also, I can also say on top of that, I've seen much worse movies than Evil Dead Rise.
Oh
So,
yeah. And I think the gore in Evil Dead Rise is pretty. It is pretty gnarly. I do love the elevator scene, the
Yeah.
blood. I think it's great. It's just really the biggest issues that I have with a lot of these I'd say the bottom three mainly is the pacing. The pacing in all these for me are terrible. Like the bottom three that I have, and the effects can drag, but mainly the characters. The characters are just what kill it
Sure.
for me.
I'm gonna Alyssa Sutherland stan. She's so
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
she's so incredible.
I
Before we get
think
to
that when it came
Go ahead, Mike.
out, all my friends loved this movie. I was sort of the only one who didn't. But now, in retrospect, I'm like, there were kind of a couple things I liked about it. There were some things that were creative, some things I think they could have done better, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. It's not something I'm like, if someone was like, hey, let's watch Evil Dead Rise, I wouldn't be like, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you for doing that, Stewie. Yes, we have seen the trailer for Soulmate, direct to streaming. We'll see.
Is it awful? I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not a fan of the trailer, but you know.
Doesn't mean anything.
Matt?
How many times have we loved a trailer
I
and been
know.
disappointed?
I just like
Yeah.
for it taking place in the Megan universe. I'm like, I just was expecting more. I guess.
Oh, the Megan universe. Like, it makes me shudder.
I love Megan.
Did you like the second one?
I mean, like, I wouldn't say like I loved the second one. I
That
thought it was
means
the
no.
logical. It was the logical step.
It definitely was lacking. In the
Yeah,
horror.
it wasn't horror. It did the Terminator 2 thing,
Mhm.
and it was logical, but I just didn't really enjoy it as much as I did the first one.
It was,
I appreciate the
I mean,
swing
it
they
was,
took.
I call it cute. It was
Yeah, it was
like,
cute.
yeah.
My daughters love it, so that it helped
Yeah.
me to like it a little
Oh,
more.
that's cool. It's
Roman
cute. That's what my
humor
dad says when he hated a movie. He was like, it was cute.
Yeah, it was cute. What's up, Joel? Did a watch party, and after all the movies, I realized Evil Dead 2 is my favorite. Fair.
Nice.
I don't want to see Evil Dead in the fucking apartment complex. Fair.
I felt
The
like they
first
could have
Big
done
Plus
more with
remake.
the apartment complex.
Touche. Yeah, me too. I mean, like, it's just like Friday the 13th. I love Friday the 13th, and everybody knows that. But there's only so many times you can see the same thing at a cabin with. Give me something new.
Yeah.
Like, just give me something new, and give me the same like vibe that you've been doing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
me
interested
too.
to see the show, because I'm just guessing
The
that
show
got into
would be
more of
my
the
number
lore.
one.
Oh,
Really?
the show. You also see how they can bring people back from the dead in the show.
Yeah.
So again,
that's
this
what
is
the
not
lore-
spoiling Evil Dead Burn.
And the three, like Ash, what's the other two names?
Hector.
I don't know. The three of them together, like
They're
just
awesome.
so great.
They're
like,
good.
You love them.
Yeah, but like I said, it is. They do explain how it's possible to bring someone back from the dead.
Yeah.
So that's as far as we're gonna get. But if you guys have seen Evil Dead Burn and you stay through the credits, you know.
Mhm.
I'll wait until after the stream to rant about this because no spoilers. But
Right.
there are a couple things in this that you guys are gonna have to explain it to me like I'm 5.
Okay. I know I love him though. He's our buddy, Lute Lapucci, Eric.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love him.
I do too.
What's that from the show?
No, from in 2013, Lute Lapucci, the one that opens the book and reads from it.
Mhm. The
That's my dude. I
stupidest
love him.
character in the whole movie.
Ever in the history of the world? Not yet. I never liked "Mommy is with the maggots" quote in Rise. It came off as corny, which is fine.
I like
The
that
big
part.
monster in Evil Dead Rise wasn't the greatest. Yeah, me too. All right, so now we are up to number 4, and that is Haden.
Okay, so my no, we haven't done number 3. I think we skipped Ashley.
No,
No, we're up
I
to number
started
4.
5.
Yeah, she started 5.
So we're going to 4 now.
Yeah, because we each did 6 and 5. Now we're up to our number 4.
yeah, sorry.
We're going like
I'm going backwards. Excuse
No,
me.
you're good.
Okay, so my number 4 is the new kid on the block, Evil Dead Burn. Yeah, just basically the same issues that I had with Evil Dead Rise, I have with Evil Dead Burn. And Evil Dead Burn also has the most chance of going down in this ranking. I don't see it going up. I had
I can agree with that.
I had some decent fun. There was a good bit of comedy. I love the grandma in the movie. I thought she was hilarious. Uh, they're still terrible characters. The CGI in this movie is god awful. Um, I thought the CGI actually, the way the movie was shot also made it feel like a Final Destination movie. Like the way that Bloodlines was shot, this was shot almost the exact same way. It was the same kind of CGI, the same color grade. And as much as I love Final Destination 6, it just didn't work for me in this one. I don't like the Deadites. I didn't like them at all except for the dad. That was not a spoiler, by the way.
It's in the trailer.
Right, the dad Deadite, I really loved what he was doing, how aggressive he was. I do like that the Deadites, the movie is that, they have a goal. They're not just sporadic. There's not a lot of torture in the movie though. They don't torture, they're chasing, you know what I mean? I'm trying not to spoil anything, but they don't feel like Deadites, they feel like Call of Duty zombies.
Yeah.
And
I think it's because, like you said, they're after something this time.
Which is
You know,
such a dope premise, but there's so much with like the manipulation of the Deadites that the Deadites do that they could have used to get to what they were going for, but they didn't, and that pisses me off. And yeah, the CGI was bad. I wish we could spoil some things. I think it's in there's one Deadite in here that it's the type of Deadite that I don't even think they ever did in the show, but they did it in this movie, and I did not want to watch it when it was happening. Kim, you think you know what I'm talking about? I didn't want to watch it when it was happening, but towards the end and using that certain Deadite throughout the movie, I loved. I thought that was brilliant. Yeah, I wish they would use that more.
Yes. And something I will say is our biggest negative about that movie is the change in lore of Deadites.
Yeah.
That's our biggest negative of this movie.
I
don't get it.
How they
have more
die.
questions about that.
In 2 and 3 especially, the biggest way
certain
that
people die one way and others.
this is my boomstick, boom, you're dead.
Have to have a certain thing, and
It's like
that didn't make any sense.
Even in this movie, they change it so many times to where it's like you can be Ash Williams and just use a boomstick or use a chainsaw, or you need to be the fucking Omen and you need a certain thing, and it's like what?
And why does the thing matter if you can just, I'm not spoiling.
Well, I mean, we'll say this for people: it's part of the lore. In Evil Dead 2, you need the Kandarian dagger in order to be able to stop everything. In order to be able to close rifts and do all that, you need the Kandarian dagger. Those rules are a little changed in this movie, and I don't think for the best. That's as far as we'll go. Like I said, gentlemen, we'll talk after the stream, but I don't like the way they changed the lore of that for this one. So, Mike, what's number 4 for you?
This is the hardest spot. I still keep going back and forth between 2. I don't know.
That's my number 1 and number 2. Number 1 and number 2 for me are just
I'm going back and forth all day yesterday. I was going back and forth all this morning.
This is when I swapped out
make a damn decision now, but I suck at that. So one of them is just really good, and one of them I really respect.
Then put the one you respect at the bottom.
Yep.
All right, and I'm going to do Army of Darkness for the same reasons Ashley said. And I'm so torn, on principle, I want to put it a spot higher, but I'm totally on board with everything Ashley said. It's just, there's so many things I love about it. It's just, for me personally, not really a time period I really like that much. I got dragged to medieval times once. Oh my God. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. God.
Well, speaking of which, it would have been so much better if this movie was called Medieval Dead.
Yeah.
Medieval Dead. But no, because then people would thought.
Why was it not called that? That's genius.
The only reason why is because Sam Raimi, obviously, he switched studios. And so they couldn't even call it Evil Dead 3 Army of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I think Medieval Dead would have been the perfect title for that movie.
Oh, that would have been so good.
I'm piggybacking on you because I agree. Army of Darkness is number 4 for me, and it's not because of the lack of horror or anything like that. This is probably the most quoted movie. Yes. Shop smart. Shop S smart.
Yeah.
You got that? Like, I love this movie. Like, it's
The
so
little tiny
damn
ashes,
good. Oh my
like,
god.
they're hilarious.
There's
I mean,
so many things in my life that have been inspired by it. And if you ever watch the extended scene of that, like, it's so funny how much deeper they go into that whole scene with Ash and the little Ashes. You know, like, I just love when they're on each other. My fairy lady. Like, there's so much about this movie that is so good and so funny. Yes, the Screwhead edition with that alternate ending where he goes way too far into the future.
Yeah.
Like, comes out, he's got a huge beard.
Yeah.
So funny. But
I'm gonna watch it when we get done.
Oh, dude, this movie, like I said, this would probably be one of my favorite comedies of all time.
yeah.
It's a movie give me some sugar, baby. Like, and it's got Mrs.
Yo, she
Honey
bitch. Let's
from
go.
Matilda. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like the skeletons when they're doing the march, or like
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell when his face gets stretched out
When
from
he-
reading through trying
trying
to
to-
find the right Necronomicon.
When he's trying to remember the contagion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Latu, Barata. I am a huge fan of Army of Darkness, but man, like, there's just so much. I'm with you too, Mike. Like, this one was hard for me. My next one is just a hair above it, and if you ask me in a week from now, it could switch again. But I just, Army of Darkness will always be special to me because, like, I remember watching it with my buddy David Garrett, and I never knew there was an Evil Dead 3. You know, like, I always knew of Evil Dead 1 and 2. I didn't know this even existed. And he was talking about Army of Darkness, and he started talking about a boomstick, and then he started talking about Ash, and I'm like, it sounds very Evil Dead. He's like, yeah, it's Evil Dead 3. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Evil Dead 3? I didn't know there was. So I remember sitting in his room and watched. We had a double feature that night. We watched Army of Darkness, and then I watched Big Money Hustlers for the first time, the ICP movie,
Wow.
which is so fucking funny as well. I'm not a huge ICP fan when it comes to their music, but that movie, Big Money Hustlers, is so fucking funny.
I have no idea what that even is. Is that like
Dude,
a 90s thing?
Dude, it's ICP. You know the rap group ICP, Insane Clown Posse?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know their abbreviation. They're terrifying.
Yeah, but the movie, dude, I'm telling you, it is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
I didn't
Like,
know they did a
it's-
movie.
It's called Big Money Hustlers, and it is fucking hilarious.
Is that the group
So-
that has a cult?
Yeah, the Juggalos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's terrifying. That would be the scariest cult in the world. They're all dressed
They,
like clowns.
they got the Juggalos, baby.
Yeah.
I gotta
What's
watch
your number
those.
4.
My number 4 is Evil Dead Rise. I did like this movie when it first came out. I have
I think you actually like this a little bit more than I did.
Yeah, I did, but I really like Alyssa Sutherland. Like,
Right.
I resonated with her, like the type of mom she was, and like
How beautiful.
yeah, she's beautiful. She even is like she looks good
Aw.
even as a deadite. Like, I'm like, dang, like she's still got it going on. She's like a deadite right now. And yeah, like I said, like I just kind of like resonated with the type of mom she was, and like how close knit she was with her kids, and she was open with them. And like you still have, we're not in the cabin, but we're in this high rise, and we're still isolated because
Right.
we can't get down. And I thought like that scares me.
Mhm.
Like not being able, I work in a high rise hospital, and like elevators and shit like that definitely like creeps me out. Like I have nightmares about stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I did enjoy this movie. There was a disconnect, I feel like, with like the kids. They did make stupid decisions, and they didn't seem like after one of them had died, like they were even sad. Like those are your siblings that you've grown up with, and all you had was each other and your mother.
Yeah.
So it like that didn't feel real to me. But other than that, like how brutal it was, the gore, like I liked a lot about it.
I mean, the cheese grater alone.
The cheese
Oh,
grater. There was a lot of gore. Like even the
I feel like
elevator
more
scene,
from
with
the
all that
cheese
blood.
grater. It was built up so much, and then I feel like it was in the movie for like 2 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
There's something I always love about that cheese grater kill. Or not kill, but that cheese grater scene
Mhm.
that I think is awesome. All right, we'll catch up on the chat real quick. Yes, it is. That is Lou Taylor Pucci. He is the man. We love that guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
so
I
cute.
never realized that.
Yeah. He's adorable.
Such a
He's so adorable. CGI was terrible. Like I said, it all comes back to what you're doing. Like Renfield, the CGI in a movie like Renfield is awesome because
I
it's
need
so
to
over
watch
the
that.
top.
It's supposed to be like funny.
Yeah, and it works. But like
I
in a
need to
movie like
watch it.
Evil Dead, oh dude, Renfield's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, it's my big brother.
Hey, Calvin.
Hey.
From her trip out to San Francisco. I'm glad she made it in time. Well, tell her I said hi and we love her.
Yeah.
Medieval Dead would have been epic.
Sledge Senior.
Yep, and that's the big Calvin. I won't mind if they change the lore, trying to do something different. Will always be positive to me.
Yeah.
I
mean, they did have to
yes.
get out of the woods. Out of
Right.
we did.
Well, and what we do know about Wrath is it's a prequel. Evil Dead Wrath takes place in the 70s. So I'm very excited for that type of time frame to happen.
Yeah.
Do we know is it a prequel to what? The original or to this one?
All we know is that it takes place before the events of 1. Now, I don't know if it connects to any of the other movies. I think this is going to be what starts everything, honestly. And I'm very excited to see that. Yes. Let's get the hell out of here.
I will say that's one more thing I want to say about Army of Darkness. I could totally see it being a letdown if you're really young and you watch 1 and 2. That's sort of my experience.
Yes.
However, I think it's aged so damn well. And especially in comparison to a lot of modern movies, it's just so damn creative and it's so handmade. Movies are not made like this anymore. So that's kind of why I wanted to put it a spot higher.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I just remember being a kid and watching 1 and 2. And then going to that one. And like you said, it kind of is especially when you just want to be scared, and it's, a comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that movie still, like I said, Army of Darkness is one of those ones that it'll stay with me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Forever. It's just one of those ones that I love so much. I definitely didn't hate the characters in Rise. Those kids are just trying to help their mom. And I get it, but stop listening to the damn tapes, you dickheads. All right, so now we are up to number 3. We're getting our bronze medal now.
Yep.
And Mike, what's number 3 for you?
I'm going to go with, I'm surprised. This is a movie that I think just gets better on rewatches. Evil Dead 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is how you do a dark Evil Dead movie.
Yes.
I felt like a lot of things that Byrne was trying to do, this did really well. I mean, the effects in it are so good. A lot of things that happen in this movie, watching it, it's like you can feel it. You can feel it when she's sawing into her cheek. You're like, this is just one of the most uncomfortable movies to watch that I have ever seen. And then Mia is such a great character, and the ending with the blood rain, and it is just epic.
Mm-hmm.
So something I want to say, if you guys haven't, watch our My First Horror Movie with Lou Taylor Pucci, who played Eric in Evil Dead 2013. He talks about how he wasn't supposed to laugh at the scene where his girlfriend's or the girl's why does my face hurt?
Yeah.
But he's we were cold. It was miserable. We had been filming for so long, and she said it, and I just started laughing. And Fede was do it again. Bring it up. And they reshot it again with him doing all that laughs. And he said they did about 50 different takes of him saying different stuff, I don't want to be the devil's bitch. I don't want to have to suck the devil's dick. He did all these different takes of him saying all these different things. And it was really cool for me to hear him talk about what this movie still means to him and how much, this movie, because I've been a fan of Lou Taylor Pucci since Thumbsucker, Chump Scrubber, his older movies. I've always thought he was just an amazing young actor. And then to see him in Evil Dead 2013, that was one of, obviously we were going to see it anyway.
Yeah.
But when we saw he was in it, we were yes. And then when he got the book, I was oh, he's going to be our Ash Williams. He's going to be the one. And then it goes on, and it went the way it should have.
Yeah.
But I seriously thought that he was going to be the one that opened the book, man. I thought he was going to be the one that was Ash Williams at the end of it.
One more thing too is I thought the theme in 2013 of addiction worked so well. It was so well implemented. Whereas I don't want to give spoilers, but Burns tries to do something similar and take on a social commentary sort of theme that I didn't think worked. It felt like it was just sort of laid on top of it. Like it really wasn't cohesive with the rest of the movie. Whereas this, you feel her pain. You feel everyone's pain in this. Like it makes total sense to hear that they were all cold and miserable. They look it and you feel it, and that's what makes it so good.
I agree. Number 3 for me as of right now is Burns. This is my favorite movie of the year, and I understand this.
We'll just do this one together. Yeah, my number 3 is also Evil Dead.
My number 3.
My number 3.
I understand that this is going to be hit or miss for people. I just want to say that we finally have the same one.
I'm proud of you, you know that. I hope you do.
Hi, neighbor.
What I love about this movie is it does incorporate so much of the other ones. Like, I don't know if you guys notice this, and this is it. Okay, if you haven't seen Evil Dead Burn, mute. I'm going to do this in a couple seconds because I'm going to give a spoiler. So 3, 2, 1, spoiler. When the grandma's going up the stairs, did you notice there's a picture of Bruce Campbell?
Yeah.
In the hallway right there on the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of like little Easter eggs like that sprinkled out through it, like a chainsaw.
Yeah, like they had the chainsaw, obviously.
Yeah. So
You could
I
feel
thought
the
that was
love.
kinda cool.
Yeah, they had it was like a self-portrait of Bruce, like he was a member of their family, right on the stairs as the grandma's going up. Yeah. So okay.
Okay. No more spoilers.
No more spoilers.
Wait,
Every
can
time
I
do
can
that.
I do that for like 10 seconds?
Hold on. Okay. 3, 2, 1, spoilers.
Oh my god, if they can just kill them with knives and chainsaws, then why does the dagger matter? Why? Explain it to me like I'm 5. Why does the dagger matter? And then you have the end, and then you have the whole thing where he looks like Ghost Rider. It looks like a cutscene from a video game, and then at the end, the end credits scene, and it just becomes a Marvel movie. Okay. Done with
Hold on, don't
He was
not
holding
yet,
that
not
shit
yet.
in.
Oh, okay, no.
The thing for me is like, we'll talk about the end credit scene after and why I think it's important. This goes back to the TV show. So once you guys watch the TV show and catch up on it, you'll understand that a little more because you can bring people back from the dead in this universe with the Necronomicon. It just matters which volume of the book you have. Obviously, the CGI Ghost Rider shit, fucking stupid. What I love about the Kandarian dagger, if you notice, the very first one that she grabs and stabs him with is the actual Kandarian dagger from Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
Like it's the actual
which means
one.
There's also different Kandarian daggers too. Like there's not just different books. There's
what I love is the way that I think it's more like with Evil Dead 2, like you can kill them without it, but this is the only way to free their soul is to kill them with the Kandarian dagger.
Then they turn back.
Because then they turn back and then they
die.
go.
Yeah.
So that's how you save their soul. Like in Evil Dead 2,
Should give a shit if he turns back. Screw him.
Yeah,
But that's the only for sure way. Like if you had that dagger, you will have a 100% rate with it. Like one stab, you can slice their finger, they're done.
Yep. And they come back, so their soul is free. It's not they are not the devil's bitch.
Right.
Quote Eric.
Right.
Okay. Now we'll talk about this more.
Okay.
Well, there's so much arm waving. I don't know.
Do you guys know
And
the
we've
reason I
made
do
good
that?
Muppets.
Have you guys ever seen Team America World Police?
Yeah.
When he's like, give me the code, and he's like, it's me. That's why I do that. But what I did love about Evil Dead Burn, the cruelty. This was also like just that opening, like with the fishing stuff. Again, I'm not going to get into it.
I just felt like
that was fucking awesome.
It was super intense from the beginning. Like I didn't feel like
No filler
bored
time.
at any point.
Yeah.
Like you said, there was no filler time. And I don't know. I love the brutality and the gore that it brought. And I do get the frustration of like, why is it like this? But not always. Like, that is obnoxious.
One thing that broke my heart is when he's like, I want to say goodbye to my son. And he's like, you're not allowed in here. He's like, my son just died.
Yeah.
And like, I felt that shit. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
man, like, God damn it.
He reminds. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
Oh, I was just gonna say the dad reminds me. I was telling Ken yesterday because I wasn't sure who all here has played Resident Evil 7, but he feels just like Jack Baker. Like I wish y'all could watch a video of like who Jack Baker is from that video game. He's maniacal. He's crazy as hell. The setting, like I can't help but to think the director got inspiration from the game because like the supper table setting, him holding it, eating the potatoes, the way he looks with his like everything about him is just Jack Baker, just maniacal, evil as hell. Him, I don't know if that's in the trailer saying, you know, the pews.
Yeah.
That's just as Jack Baker to me. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I need to
I
play.
don't
I've
know,
never
just like
played any
the
of
mashed
those or seen any of
potatoes. The mashed potato scene had my stomach like, bleh.
It's
This
so
movie had
gross.
2 scenes I had to look away from. When she
That-
grabbed the dentures, I had to look away from
Ugh.
that. Like I was
Ugh.
like, nope, I'm out. And then the makeout scene. I was like, I can't fucking look
Wait,
at this.
which one?
I can't-
There were-
The
The
makeout.
makeout at the window.
I had.
Yeah.
I won't say
What?
what because spoilers, but
You haven't kissed me like that.
you
in
guys know what I'm
16
talking
years.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, a lot of this movie
I
I
want to cry.
did enjoy, and I think like the way that they were still able, with a movie as brutal and dark as this, to insert a character like Grandma to still give us that levity and make everybody laugh.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that also
We're laughing at her poor, demented
Yeah.
lady
she's back for my
that
money.
doesn't know what's happening. Yeah.
Is
But
there
just like
monsters under the bed? You're
Yeah.
lying.
when she's going up really slow, like it just I felt like that worked
Right.
really well. But there's one other thing that I have like questions about, and it's like how they turn exactly also, and that's confusing to me also. Like was she not?
That's the one that got
The
me.
mom.
Yeah, the mom.
Yeah.
That's the one that really got me. But we're really treading on the spoiler
I
territory
know,
now.
I know. I just didn't
But I've never seen someone do what the mom did in this movie.
that they become something.
Spoiling
Yeah. I'm not spoiling anything.
me with your beauty.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go. He's an idiot. So who started this one?
I think me.
So it's
I
Hayden's
don't
turn.
know.
What's number 3 for you, Hayden?
Number 3 for me is Evil Dead, the original. And honestly, it's just because I liked it edge over Evil Dead Burn is why it's here. I respect the movie more than I do like it. But I think what really holds this one better for me is that I think it is genuinely a horror movie. I think there are terrifying aspects. I think what Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell were able to do with what they had, hearing the backstory of like Bruce Campbell having his dad literally put everything on the line as collateral for loans, and then Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi making the movie, becoming successful, and then him able to pay that back to his family. That's just awesome to me. And like I said, I would watch Evil Dead 2 before I watched this one, but the success story behind it, I don't know, I think I just have more love for this movie, if that makes any sense, like of the
Totally.
making of it. And so that's just why I put it here. But these bottom 4, I could have interchanged any of them. Just my top 2 are really the only solid placements.
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch up on the chat real quick. 2 honorable mentions to the Evil Dead series: Jason Goes to Hell and Joe Hendry. Well, they said his name.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I'm surprised that doesn't
Too
get copyrighted.
horrible.
So, speaking of which, tomorrow night I will be doing a watch along on the channel of Jason Goes to Hell. So make sure you guys join me for the best Friday the 13th movie. We'll be watching that tomorrow night.
Ew.
You
The
have to work
best?
it
Did
right
you say
there.
the best? We
Ew.
can rank those
Hands
at some
down.
point.
Hands down.
There's something really wrong
Fair.
with him.
Just
You
text
come on that
Manhattan's
way.
number 1.
What? I mean, I
Um,
can't talk. I'm a Halloween 6 lover, so
Wait, what'd you just say, Mike?
I said I'm not one to talk.
Jesus fucking Christ! No one gives a flying fuck!
He hates Halloween 6
I am a 6 hater,
just as
man.
much as I hate.
I love it
Yeah,
so
the-
much.
Halloween 6 is for me what Jason Goes to Hell is for Ashley.
is.
So
Oh,
I get it.
it's a train wreck, but it's my train wreck.
I get it. Thing I noticed in the Evil Dead films, there's always a dumb kid who opens the book. Totally agreed.
Yeah.
Number 3, Evil Dead Burn. Burn's tough subject only worked in chunks. Typically, when the Deadites weren't in the scene, third act, kind of really bad. Yeah. But like I said, the thing that I do love about, I mean, you look at all of these last 3 Evil Dead movies, and they did have a bigger, grander thing with them. whether it be like abuse or parenthood or spousal abuse, drug abuse. Like they each had like a bigger meaning to them that they didn't shove down your throat.
Yeah.
They were still horror movies first, but they did tackle some real life things that are very, very hard to stomach.
Just like family, like drama.
Did the hole in the popcorn bucket got kicked out before I got to the end of the movie? I get it. You probably, yeah, no shit. So we got 2 at number 1, Army of Darkness, OG, Rise, Burn. Wait, Evil Dead 2013. Okay, now I see it. Okay. What's up, Nathan? The Deadites and Burn resemble something.
I really don't think...
Talk to me.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just reading that. Also, I like Talk to Me a lot better. I love Talk to Me, but
thank you, T. Parker, for the donation.
Thanks, Parker.
Yeah, I'm with you. Favorite of the year. I'm glad you got to see it twice. I'm planning on it.
It's crazy that you both liked it.
2013. I know. Me and T. Parker never liked anything together.
I figured he was gonna hate it.
So did I. I totally thought he was gonna hate it too.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, though, is I don't think there's another franchise like this, though, where everyone's rankings are so different from each other.
Way different. I'm sure we were all thinking of the same one. If it's scared a lot of us and like freaked us all out. Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I did not. He's not above. He's below. And then just boom. You're like, no way. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Oh man, that's funny.
Stuck in the
Yes,
firehouse.
that was terrible.
Got to do the
Yes,
peanut
I
butter,
do.
then the bird seeds.
Right. We are at number 3, my brother. I'm pumped to watch Jason Goes to Hell tomorrow night. That does have a much better Kandarian dagger. You're right.
We're going to number 2.
Yes, yeah, we're going to number 2. Yes, Bruce Campbell is a Michigander, much like us. Only the best.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing well.
Someone's dad's here.
Mr. Baker,
what's going on?
Your son is the best.
Glad you made it.
Hey, while you're on stream, you better call him James. No, I'm joking. I'm totally kidding.
James.
Right. Wait, Halloween 6 is better than Jason Goes to Hell? Ken is in denial.
Oh, you smart ass bastard.
Halloween 6 rule. T. Parker, come on, man.
T. Parker, thank you.
Did you tell the stupid shit story yet?
Well, we're getting there as soon as we get to number 2.
Okay, cool. I can't wait to hear it. We need to do that. An Ernest movie ranking. That would be sick. Oh, dude, they're so good.
I'm Scared Stupid. I used to watch all.
Yes. That's one of the only films that I've done a solo review on the channel was Ernest Scared Stupid. I think that's one of the only ones.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to try to go with you, Calvin.
There's like a spooky one, isn't there?
Yeah, Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah. That's one I used to watch back in.
The trolls, they're like, you will pay for the sins of your forefathers. He's like, I didn't have forefathers. I only had one. And I didn't even know it. So fucking awesome. All right, so we're at number 2, and that is you starting us off, babe.
All right, so my next 2, they're interchangeable for me. Like
100%.
I love both of these movies very much.
I thought see which one you ranked where.
So 2 today is Evil Dead 2. And that's fine. You can scoot down in your chair all you want. I'm gonna do that when you say your ranking.
Right.
But honestly, it probably is the most iconic movie in the franchise. Like it took what they did in 1, but made it better, in my opinion. You have finally of Ash. He comes into his own. Yes, I keep saying that, and that's fine. And I don't know. It's just I love this movie. It's funny. You have the wits about it. Like you have your one-liners. And it's still a horror movie. So
this movie created my favorite final guy.
Yeah, you get his chainsaw hand, you get all the iconic stuff about Ash and about Evil Dead, and I just feel like they took 1, but they made it better.
Sure. I do want to add something real quick about Evil Dead Burn, since I didn't get to say this. I forgot to say this. The camera work in this movie, like the overhead shot when they're doing the fight, the super long one take that they did. They did a lot of really awesome camera work in Evil Dead Burn. I just wanted to add that real quick. Now let's get into that story, Hayden. We're up to your number 2.
So, just like Miss Ashley here, my number 1 and my number 2 could change any given Sunday. But I decided to put my number 2 as Army of Darkness. I absolutely adore this movie. Just like y'all said earlier, the classic one-liners, my favorite one being a "Yo, she bitch, let's go." Like, that's hilarious to me. There's a great love story there. The only true romance in any of these movies. I love the medieval time setting. And I have a lot of nostalgia for this one. I believe this was the first Evil Dead movie I ever seen. And for the longest time, I didn't know the name of this movie because my mom, admittedly, she did not like the movies that my dad watched. And so she'd call a lot of them, stupid, all these other names. And she called this one Stupid Shit. And so me and my brother, we couldn't remember the title Army of Darkness. And we're like 5, 6 years old. So we knew we loved the movie. So anytime we want to watch it, we'd ask my dad, "Hey Dad, can we watch Stupid Shit?" And he used to get so frustrated because he was like, "It's called Army of Darkness, not Stupid Shit."
Funny.
And my mom loved it. She rooted for us to call it that. She's like, "Yes, call it Stupid Shit. That's what it is." And we just, "Dad, let's watch Stupid Shit."
That's so cool. But like I said, like horror gives us like family memories. It's something that all joking and fun and aside, there's something you and your dad have between you two. You and your dad say stupid shit, and you instantly have a memory that's rooted in horror.
Yeah.
That's fucking rad, dude. Like, there's nothing cooler than that.
That's why I love Halloween so much. That was me and my dad's thing. And
Mine
now
too.
my dad is gone, so like these are the memories that I have with him, and so you have to stop being so harsh on it.
On Halloween,
you should. For my dad. Jeez.
Should start calling Jason Goes to Hell stupid shit, and maybe Ken like to watch it more.
I'm gonna make Kenley say that and be like,
so wait,
tell
so
Daddy
you think I should be nicer on Halloween because your dad's dead?
Yeah.
No!
Oh, the disrespect.
Yeah.
Sorry, Daddy.
Tell your dumb dad I said no. Dude, totally joking. By the way, Ash and I handle things with darkness.
Yeah.
Like when
I love it.
Mom died, when her dad died, like we were looking for a babysitter one day, and Ashley was like, "Well, maybe if your mom would answer her phone, stop being a bitch." Like little things like that. You know what I mean? Like, and we laugh because
I didn't call her bitch. She's watching. I just
my neck would start swimming towards you. I love it. It's just things like that. You know what I mean? Like that's how we deal with shit. And
Ken, hold on. There's a lot of times when I go back and re-listen to live streams that y'all have done and stuff. Same with Cody, same with even my own because I'm narcissistic or whatever. But no, like I'm at work and I get bored. I've been listening to everything, and my favorite story you tell is whenever you're talking about your mom and I think you were like helping somebody out or checking somebody out, and he was like, "Oh yeah, my mom died," and then they said something else and they said something about their mom, and you was like, "Yeah, I used to have one of those."
Yep. And this lady, I was working at a factory, and my mom had just died, and I had come back that day, and this lady called for grease. Well, yeah, it was when I had come back from my bereavement, and this lady called for grease, and my job was to go and take grease to the line, and I was like pouring the grease in her thing. It's disgusting, and I'm like, "So my mom dies, and you lay this shit on me?" And she was like super pregnant, like super, super pregnant. She was like, "I'm emotional. You can't make jokes like that." And I was like, "Oh, fuck, you're going to be a mom." She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I used to have one." And I walked away. She was just like,
yeah.
But again, that's how I deal with shit. Man.
I love it.
People at my mom's funeral thought I was fucking insane. Because I was just making jokes and laughing. And like, that's how I deal with shit. And then people are like, "You can't joke about this person's death." I'm like, I made fun of my mom, dude. What the fuck you think? You think I care about somebody I've never met? Eat a dick. But all right, so number 2 is.
So is it all of our dads that got us into horror?
Mine was my grandma Penny.
Aw.
Yep, my grandma got me into house. So
what a cool grandma.
She was the shit.
Yeah.
So what's number 2 for you, Mike?
Number 2 is the original Evil Dead. I just did a rewatch. It's so good. And to me, like, I get that it has flaws and stuff, but for what they had, what they accomplished, they set up things that are so iconic. And to me, this is really what Evil Dead should be. Muppets, latex, fake blood. To me, the entire concept of CGI in Evil Dead is just incompatible with me.
Right.
This is so damn good. I saw it when I was probably like 12 or 13. I will never forget that. The scene with her in the trap door, and she's like a full-on Muppet at this point. It's so damn good. It's so damn good. And Ash is sexy, and he will forever be sexy.
I mean, I can't say he's not.
Yeah.
Mike wants to grab his boomstick.
I do.
He's got that chiseled chin.
Got that chiseled chin. Is
Yeah.
a man's chin right there.
That is a man's
I don't have one. That's why I wear a beard. Yeah. So number 2 for me, and again, I'm with Ashley. These are interchangeable because I love both of them for completely different reasons. But for today, go ahead and slump down. It's Evil Dead 2013. I do love this movie so much. Like we were talking about earlier, the idea that they're not just going out to a cabin to party and blah, blah, blah. Like they're going out there to kick their sister off dope. Like, this is someone we love. We're going to make her throw her dope in the fucking well. We're going to work as hard as we can to make her get healthy. And, you know, there's so much. Shiloh Fernandez as her brother is so good. If you guys haven't seen the alternate ending with him as a Deadite, I strongly suggest you go watch it because it is super awesome. And Jane Levy, like the fact that they buried her alive and like they really buried her alive for that scene.
Yeah.
You know, so like there's so much about this movie I think is so fantastic. And it's scary again. Like this movie is balls to the wall, scary. And then what's his name gets Eric, he gets the shit kicked out of him through the whole movie. I seriously thought he was going to be our Ashley.
Yeah.
I was like, this is our Ash. Hell yeah, we'll build the franchise around him. And then you get Mia, which is still like awesome, like that blood rain at the end. And then, you know, swallow this with a chainsaw, you know, like, it's so damn good. That movie's so fantastic. So
Back when people weren't scared to get dirty to make a movie. People are so scared to get their fingers dirty.
Yep. And they rocked this movie. So before we get to number 1, I pretend Jason Goes to Hell doesn't exist.
Same, Ashton.
Take a fucking walk. Go. Get out of here.
Stop it.
That's why I'm never involved in anything Jason Goes to Hell ever.
Yes, there we go, Troy. Tomorrow night, watch along, brother. Let's have some fun with it.
Yeah, or you know what would be better than that?
What?
Halloween 6.
Anything.
Like anything.
I'm sorry. All I heard was blah, blah, blah. I'm a dirty tramp.
Cleaning toilets, honestly, would be better.
Awesome.
Hey, again, we shouldn't talk. Hayden and I are both Halloween Ends defenders.
Yep.
Hey, we like Ends.
We
like Ends.
I don't hate Ends.
I saw Army of Darkness in the theater. See, that's awesome, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
The first time I seen it, I was very sad, but I came around to Ends.
I mean, it's a mess, but again, it's my mess.
I literally was like, I don't want to talk about it. It took me a good month to
recover,
really process it.
Yeah, I was just like, she's gonna be so pissed. Like, especially because it started so strong with that fucking kid falling.
Yeah,
so good.
I was like, yes, man. All right, so we're up to number 1, and we'll start with you, babe.
Okay, my number 1 is 2013. I love how they didn't try to recast Bruce Campbell. You guys already talked about it. They did it smart. They knew that they were never going to get another Bruce Campbell, and it would be stupid to recast him.
Sure.
So, like you said, they get Jane Levy as Mia, and she is just phenomenal. She's this strong woman that's trying to kick dope, and that's the reason they're in the cabin. Like, they're not out there trying to party. And just all this shit just goes wrong, and it's gory and it's brutal, and it's literally everything that I'm looking for in an Evil Dead movie that doesn't have Bruce Campbell in it.
Right.
Like, I loved it from the beginning to the end. And like you said, she actually got buried alive. Like, all the things that could have gone wrong there. And you have the the blood. You like literally, it's raining blood.
Yeah.
And she has that Jeep on her arm, and she yanks their arm
Oh,
out, and
it's
you
so
just see
gnarly.
it stretching, and it's like you want to look away, but it's so cool. Like it just, I don't know, everything about this movie, the characters, you love them, like they are there because they're her best friends and they want to see her get better. And they're getting taken out one by one, and it's just so mean and brutal, and I love it.
Yeah, again, it's hard for me to say between my number one and number two because I love them both for completely different reasons.
Yeah.
2013, I was so scared going into this movie because, like always, I'm a purist. You know, I'm like, oh, they're doing an Evil Dead movie
Like,
without Bruce
why-
Campbell.
How can they do that? Yeah, just like
I was
anything,
nervous. I was
just
sold
like-
because we knew Lou Taylor Pucci was in it.
Yeah.
But I was extremely nervous. Like, and I remember when this movie came out, we loved it.
We went and seen it in the theater, and we did love it.
And not a lot of people did.
No.
Like, we were weird because we loved this movie. Everybody was like, but it doesn't even have Ash. I'm like, dude, that's the point, man. Like,
they did
it's
it.
a new generation. At least
Yeah.
they didn't try to be like, this is your new Bruce Campbell. It
Yeah.
would have failed. It would have fell flat on its face. Nothing, no disrespect to Jackie Earl Haley.
Everyone hated him.
Everyone hated him as,
Just like
as
Child's
Jason,
Play. They
as
freaking
Freddy.
hated it.
Everybody hated the new look of the Chucky doll
Like
in Child's Play
They were
2019.
He
never
looks like
going to
Rodney Dangerfield.
He gets no respect.
They were never going to
Okay,
love
yes, deserve
anybody
it.
that tried to be Bruce Campbell. Like,
Right.
it was never going to work.
That they
So
understand,
I
and he knew
felt
that.
like they did the only logical thing, and they did that. You know, they have this strong woman that is trying to, you know,
And she was a badass.
Yeah, she was.
She was a fucking badass.
She-
She kicked dope. What is that fucking smell? What happened
And
to
just
her
like her
eyes?
eyes, the way like when she
Yes.
is the Deadeye, and her eyes, like she's so
Oh, it's
creepy,
so
but
good.
yeah, she's
Have a good night,
great.
Oracle. Enjoy your dinner.
Yes.
What about you, Hayden? What's cream of the crop for you? Number one.
Mine is 2013. I absolutely love
I got
this
really
movie.
good and just kicked everything.
Yes, 2013 is just the best of the best. That is true Evil Dead to me. I think Fede Alvarez just came in, had so much love for the franchise, and knew what he wanted to make, and he wanted to basically make the Evil Dead that no one has made yet. As in, like, you know, we had the first Evil Dead without a budget. He made the first Evil Dead with a budget and made it heartfelt and gave it a true story. We cared about these characters. There are stupid characters, and they get great punishments for being stupid. I love that. I love that the dude that opens the book and reads them words when he knows he shouldn't have gets the most painful death possible with all the needles and then the toilet bowl to the face, and it's so brutal and relentless. The tree SA scene is insane to me. Every time I watch it, I like grip my chair and I'm like, just bear through it. And it's terrible. I love the only flaw in this movie is that in the very end, when the blood rain, that the song Raining Blood doesn't come on.
That would have been sweet.
That's the only flaw I have in the entire movie. It is flawless top to bottom. I remember when the movie came out, I remember seeing all the trailers for it, the scariest movie ever made, and my dad doesn't get scared at movies at all whatsoever. And he went to the theater and watched it back when they did midnight screenings, if anyone remembers those. And he went to a midnight screening and came back, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. And I remember seeing him walk through the door in the living room, and he just looked like he seen a ghost. He was just pale, and like, I was like, "You okay?" And he was like, And he just went to bed. I don't even know if he slept that night, but seeing my dad get that way, that made me even more excited. And then I watched the movie, and it was everything I wanted it to be. You got the great one-liners from Mia when she's possessed. We're gonna get you, dude. And then you got her being buried alive. Just like I said, they don't make movies like that anymore. People are so scared to get their fingers dirty. Like, she legit got drugged through mud. No one does that anymore.
Right.
I mean,
and I
the
would love to
closest
see her come back to the franchise.
I love the opening to Burn because of that. Like, they got dirty, they got down and dirty, and I loved it, and it felt so much like 2013. And then it lost its way, but Yeah, I love this movie. There's nothing bad about it. I could say the performances across the board are amazing. I could go on. I need to shut up. I loved it.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
no, I agree with you. I think it's like I said, it's a toss up for my number one. You know what I mean? Like it's right there.
The best openings, she's like, I want to rip your soul out, daddy. And he's
Dude,
like,
that
"What?"
opening is so good.
Dude, oh my God.
And I don't know what it is about the effects or the way they shot them, but like I said, you feel it when something happens in this movie.
It's
it
mean
feels
spirit.
so realistic.
So good. So good.
And it's just so fucking mean. Like that one too, like that opening, you know. And then you see her eyes, and then they light her on fire, and you have a practical fire stunt. Like, oh, it's so good. So damn
and I also think the commentary worked so beautifully in it. Mia has this great character arc. And, you know, if you're someone who's had addiction in your family like I have, it's very relatable. It just made perfect sense, and it was done so well.
Yes.
Gives them a
you won't
reason
get
to
any
stay
argument on
there.
me. Like, it's one of those movies where I think that the reboot surpasses the original.
Like,
You know,
yeah, and you it's like there's so many ways where you can say, why didn't you fucking leave? Like, why didn't you get out of there? Why are you still there? And they give you a reason why they're still there. They tell you, they're like, no, we can't leave because she's a liar. And then you get, I forget his name, but the dude who opened the book, he's like, he eventually comes to realize maybe she's not lying. Like, I think it's whenever she gets burnt in the shower, he goes down and reads the book, and he's like the boiling stuff, and he's like, okay, no, she's telling the truth here. That's
now they're
amazing
voted
to
in.
me.
You know, now they literally can't leave because they tried to at that point.
Yeah,
They
in the
can't,
block.
You know, so it's so damn good. What's number one for you, Mike?
There's only one answer for me: Evil Dead 2. This movie, I think, wrongly gets a reputation for being a comedy, but in my rewatch, so I hadn't rewatched in years, I forgot just how full throttle horror it is. That last act, knowing that it was all done practically, that it was done in 87, I was sitting there watching, how did they do all this when you have the giant tree Muppet that's grabbing him?
Yes.
And it's so good. It's so good. The comedy is amazing. The horror is amazing. And like I said with the first one, and this to a much larger extent, like this is what Evil Dead is to me.
Yeah.
It just feels so handmade. It's so iconic. They don't make movies like this anymore.
No. And like I'm with you. Obviously, I haven't talked about Evil Dead 2 yet. It's my number one, obviously. This movie, man, like this is Ken Sledge in film form. It has the horror, like the horror is there. It has the comedy is there. Like, dude, with the hand and it flips him off, like that shit is so funny. Or when he puts the books on top of it, and the top book is A Farewell to Arms. Like that's the book that he puts on top. You know, like there's just so many little things. Then you got, you know, Freddy's glove out in the woodshed, hanging up there on the wall in the woodshed. Like all these different things that Evil Dead 2 does. The dancing with the light.
I know, I do love that.
But it's still horror. Like the scene where he's looking in the mirror and he touches it, and then the other him comes out of the mirror. That's fucking scary. Like that is terrifying. And like the other Bobby Joe, like that whole thing, man. Like I love this movie, and we get to know more about who Professor Noby was. You know, we get Ted Raimi, who's in my fruit salad. Like I love that shit. Evil Dead 2 was always my favorite horror sequel. I still think it's it's in my top 10 favorite horror movies. I think Dr. Sleep has taken its place as my favorite horror sequel.
I gotta see that.
Oh, so good.
Oh, so good.
But I love Evil Dead 2. Like this movie, it's like House to me. Like, yes, there's comedy aspects, but this is a horror comedy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of horror in Evil Dead 2. And I do, like you said, Mike, I think people forget that like this is still a scary ass movie, and the isolation that he feels, or like Linda when he's got her in the vice and she's crying and shit, like, and he's like, you know, beating himself up over it, and he's just a one-man fucking wrecking crew in this movie.
Yeah,
like Bruce
That's
Campbell
my
goes
boy.
all out, and like this movie spawned my favorite final guy of all time. Like without this movie, you don't get. I mean, if you just go off of Ash and Evil Dead, he's not this guy.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
and then it's on this whole show, like after that, like you do get a lot of like the aftermath of it in the show, which is really cool. Like
that's another thing about Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
You learn a lot of like what happened to him after this night. In the
Ashley Slashy.
Ashley Slashy, yeah.
So like, yeah, you learn a lot about what happened to Ash after the events of Army of Darkness, what people in his town think of him.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of cameos from the first Evil Dead in Ash vs. the Evil Dead, like showing like where his mental state is. So
yeah.
I definitely cannot recommend Ash vs. the Evil Dead enough. We might have to do a rewatch on that so we can all have
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, so we can do like a live together.
I'll buy it. I will buy the physical media of it
I
and
feel like
watch it.
Dog just wanted, the dog was out there wanting attention.
Yeah, always.
The only person in there, and when I walked out the theater, was freaking cool. Dang, dude, your dad went all out on that one. That's sick, James.
That's awesome. Your dad is so cool.
Yes. If you guys haven't seen Cody Leach's review, the opening is worth the price of admission.
We got an old school Cody intro.
We got an old school Cody intro, and it works so well.
Yes.
Put that on a t-shirt. Heck yeah, Paul. Thank you for still being here. Remember for 41 months.
Thanks,
Thank you
Troy.
so much, Troy.
You're great.
Evil Dead 2 will always be my number one. Then 2013, OG, Burn, Rise, Army of Darkness. They're all great in their own way. Most consistent horror franchise. I've always said it was either this or Scream. With Scream 7, Evil Dead took the reins as the most consistent horror franchise. Not my favorite, but most consistent. We have not, and we might have to do that because I would love to do that.
I think I can only think of 3 Final Boys.
Oh, I got 10. Oh, dude,
yeah.
I was laughing my ass off at that intro.
That's one of my favorite. That TikTok sound has been around for years, and I always thought that the sound he used in his intro would be so funny for like an intro like that, and I'm so glad he used it, dude. I about pissed myself laughing.
Brilliant. I was laughing my ass off. So, guys, we do got to get off here because Ashley does have to work tonight. So, obviously, Hayden and Mike don't go anywhere. As always, we want to talk to you a little bit. Everybody else, thank you so much. If you haven't, we do have their links down in the description. So make sure you're going to their channels. Make sure you're subscribing, hitting that notification bell so you can see when all their new content comes out. And following them, I promise you're not going to regret it. So until next time, guys, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Love you guys. Thank you.